The password was beef women. I'm already crying. Hello. It's 2019. What happened?
Oh, you know, just this and that.
I just shut my eyes and there it was. Now,
just still waiting outside Grondins' house for us to finish filming.
Been bloody cold.
Good job you got your coat on.
I missed Christmas.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was Christmas.
It wasn't even Christmas. I think it was November. They were discussing bonfire night.
I think it was. So what's happened in the meantime? Not Hollywood.
Well, I've been standing outside in the cold, and I became more beast than man. The things I did to survive.
You're a feral creature.
The squirrels I ate. But you'd have a good modern justice system.
You have to do a Michael Myers and start eating rats and dogs.
Here's what's left of them. No, Donald Pleasence wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, go away, you're dead. And he was like, no, I'm never dead. Why did you do this? No.
So that's what happened from November to January.
Till this moment in time.
Oh, right. Did I scare him off when I came out?
No, he got bored and left.
I've been trying for months to reach him.
He's going to spend months trying to keep me away.
If you're watching Donald Pleasence,
hello.
It's a shame.
Stop it. The pain of it all.
You started off so well in Halloween, then look what happens to you by part
6.
It was 6, bloody hell.
6. His last film. He died while they were making it.
That's what a way to go. In Halloween 6.
He didn't die while they were in the middle of an action. No!
To be fair, that's enough to finish anyone off with the curse of Michael Myers.
He was no Raul Julia, but here he is.
You know what?
Go on.
My favourite Raul Julia film is Street Fighter.
I thought you were going to say like the Addams Family Values.
To be fair, that'd be better than saying Street Fighter.
With old Pubert.
Care for another pop?
Oh, did you know there was another one they did afterwards with Tim Curry playing Gomez Adams and Daryl
Tim Curry
Hannah.
playing Pubert.
Daryl Hannah was Morticia. The only person who came back was old Lurch.
No, I didn't know.
It's not very good.
When was that released then?
Oh, late 90s I want to say. Because they wanted to capitalise the success of the first two Addams Family films.
Yeah.
But obviously Raul Julia died, but they tried to get what's her face name back, who played Morticia?
Angelica Houston.
Yeah, and Christopher Lloyd. Or Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Lloyd. He's got 2 L's.
Christopher
Lloyd.
Great Scott. Great Scots, Gomez.
1.21 puberts.
See, that's mixing 2 films.
And that ain't good.
Not 2 men in red coats.
Great galloping goes. Marty.
Wonder what they're up to at this time of night.
It's quite late. You might not realise, but it's actually tomorrow.
Oh my god.
And with that, he was gone.
Maybe that was the nilbog we just saw walking down.
You don't on food, you don't on hospitality.
It's true.
It is. See, I censored myself there because she's a family.
You've saved me a lot of effort with the editing, so
I have.
I thank you.
I have.
Oh, thank you muchly.
So, what's going on in the land of the Iron Frank and his Weskers?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So, by the time this goes up, it probably would have already happened. Maybe, depends when this goes up. But on a Sunday, the 20th of January, I'm going to be wrestling again, making my return after smoshing up my knee.
Have you smashed up me?
We'll find out on Sunday. But no, it's feeling alright, it's feeling strong, it's feeling good. So yeah, I'm wrestling in Stourbridge at the River Rooms for Venom Wrestling Federation. Doors open at 6, bell time 6:30.
Well, how much, pray tell, could these tickets be for such an extravaganza?
I cannot remember, but if you search, if you search for Venom Wrestling Federation on Facebook, or if you go on the River Rooms website, it'll show you on there. It's fun for the whole family, unless I smash my knee up again.
Then it'll be horror for the whole family.
Horror for my family. I hope it's not righty again.
Because we know what they say, folks. Lefty is for loving, righty is for running.
That's the old folklore about the knees.
Alright. So if you lose one, make sure it's the one you want to do the most less of.
So do you rather run or do you rather love?
And the world needs run.
Who's
running?
Run?
Sweet run. Because run's the only thing that can save you from a polar bear. can try and love the polar bear. I don't think it'll appreciate it.
Well, it depends. You know, I think polar bears are misunderstood creatures. If you get it from a cub, young bears are cubs, aren't they?
Yes.
I suppose if you'd nurse it from a cub,
and then decide to love it later on,
yeah,
that's just weird.
I suppose, yeah. It's a bit of an Oedipus complex going on there, isn't it?
Oedipus complex, a bear. There's some really, really messed up stuff about Mammy.
It can talk. I've got to love it if it can. It's bloody warm in here now. Let me turn the heating down.
If it's bloody warm in here. Down goes the heating, up goes his t-shirt.
Off go me pants.
Out the window I went off.
Here we go. Here's the island where we usually die. So let's see what happens this time.
Oh, the sweet embrace of death, how I missed you.
Not
I
today,
call it
old
sleep.
It's gonna be sleep.
It's gonna be ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
One thing, there's a website where they feed in books to a program and they get it to rewrite stories.
Right.
And someone has put in the complete Harry Potter, and it's written its own chapter.
It's written its own chapter.
It's written its own chapter, and it is arguably one of the greatest pieces of writing I've ever seen.
Would you care to give us a sample?
Right, from chapter 13.
For the record, I genuinely didn't know he was going to do this, so I don't know what's in store.
Chapter 13. This is entirely written by a computer. Chapter 13 of Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash.
Leslie Ash, or
just ash. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling which was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture. Magic, it was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds towards the castle. Ron was standing there and doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family.
what?
Ron's Ron shirt was just as bad as Ron himself. If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive, confessed the reasonable Hermione. What about Ron? Magic offered Ron. To Harry, Ron was a loud, slow and soft bird. Harry did not like to think about birds. Death Eaters are on top of the castle, Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be spiders. He just was. He wasn't proud of that, but it was going to be hard to not have spiders all over his body after all is said and done. Look, said Hermione, obviously there are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings. The three complete friends zapped onto the landing outside the door to the castle roof. They almost legged it, but witches are not climbing. Ron looked at the doorknob and then looked at Hermione with searing pain. I think it's closed, he noticed. Locked, said Mr. Staircase, the shabby-robed ghost. They looked at the door, screaming about how closed it was and asking for it to be replaced with a small orb. The password was beef women, Hermione cried. Harry, Ron and Hermione quickly stood behind a circle of Death Eaters who looked bad. I think it's okay if you like me, said one Death Eater. Thank you very much, replied the other. The first Death Eater confidently leaned forward to plant a kiss on his cheek. Oh, well done, said the second as his friend stepped back again. All the other Death Eaters clapped politely. Then they all took a few minutes to go over the plan to get rid of Harry's magic. Harry could tell that Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest. Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment. Voldemort, you're a very bad and mean wizard, Harry savagely said. Hermione nodded encouragingly. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance. So Hermione dipped his face in mud. Ron threw a wand at Voldemort and everyone applauded. Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand slowly. Ron's the handsome one, murmured Harry as he reluctantly reached for his. They cast a spell or two and jets of green light shot out of the Death Eaters' heads. Ron flinched. Not so handsome now, thought Harry as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce. The Death Eaters were dead now, and Harry was hungrier than he had ever been. The Great Hall was filled with incredible moaning chandeliers and a large librarian who had decorated the sinks with books about masonry. Mountains of mice exploded. Several young pumpkins fell out of McGonagall.
Fell out of McGonagall.
Dumbledore's hair scooted next to Hermione as Dumbledore arrived at school. The pig of Hufflepuff pulsed like a large bullfrog. Dumbledore smiled at it and patted his hand on its head. You are Hagrid now. We're the only people who matter. He's never going to get rid of us, Harry, Hermione and Ron said in chorus. The floor of the castle seemed like a large pile of magic. The Dursleys had never been to the castle, and they were not about to come there in Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Harry looked around and then fell down the spiral staircase for the rest of the summer. I'm Harry Potter, Harry began yelling. The dark arts better be worried. Oh boy! Yep. And that's Harry Potter and a large portrait of what looked like a pile of ash.
Well,
I would pay money to see that film.
to be fair, it's going to be better than any film they've already released. Hopefully that doesn't upset anyone. That was
something else.
that was intense. I think it was the best way I can describe
It's
that.
the pig of Hufflepuff makes it for me. It pulsed like a large.
You are Hagrid now.
Mountains of mice exploded.
I think my favourite bit was the password being beef women.
Screamed Hermione. I thought it's when he dips Hermione in hot sauce.
That can't be real.
Well, do you mean someone actually sat down and wrote that? That's worse.
I don't know what I'd rather believe.
Oh, what I would like to do is get that chapter and stick it in a Harry Potter book somewhere in the middle and just watch as people are reading it, and then that chapter shows up and they carry on. They're like, what on earth?
They have to reread it. Think, oh, did I fall asleep?
Yeah. Reread it. I fall asleep. No, there it is. But yeah.
Oh, well, after all of that, we are just pulling up
To the domicile.
We are, wherever it may be.
Somewhere.
House, wherever you may be.
I am the lord of the house, said Steve.
Right then. We hope you enjoyed.
A reading there?
Yeah.
Not something we normally do.
No, but I feel enlightened.
I'd like to think enriched.
Both. We'll go for both. But yeah, thanks again for checking out Vlogdins. We know it's been a while. We hope not Hollywood's Passage made up for it.
We'd like to think so. I didn't write it myself, I just read it.
No, he just read it. But if you would like him to write anything,
or read anything.
or write or read, he has the
can do
ability to do both.
Not necessarily at the same time.
You can try.
Not that complicated, surely.
But yeah, so leave us a like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out all our other videos and our pagging, if that's gone up yet, I don't
Click
know.
the subscribe down there.
Down here.
Click it hard.
And we'll see you later.
Bye bye!
Ta-ra a bit.